Good morning guys, how are you all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. Happy Friday everybody. So this is our Bitcoin morning update. So we are going to go straight over to those charts. Bitcoin might be able to do its own thing today, seeing as stock markets are closed. But I do worry for Bitcoin though, with stock markets being closed, because I feel like Bitcoin is looking weak. And it's only really the rallies in stock markets that are preventing Bitcoin from having a big dump. So I don't know how great that will be for the next 3 days with with no stock market open. But hey, we'll just have to see how it goes. So yeah, for our first, you can see we're attempting to bounce. Looking to be losing steam, but I mean, realistically, again, it's the same sort of thing. We've got to get a back up of this 9,200. We're in the same situation where we're at down here. We've got to get back up of this 9,200 to sort of have any real chance of not getting down to 8,600. But I mean, how it's looking at the moment is obviously pretty bearish. We have potentially put in a relative higher low compared to this level, but I mean, we'll just have to see whether we can put in a higher, whether we can get above this 9,300 really, which we may be able to do, but we'll have to see. But yeah, for our Stokes, I'll point it down, but maybe they'll turn back up. Maybe if we do make a bit of a move up, but I mean, it is overall looking weak here really. It is looking like we at least want to come back and test the bottom side of the channel, or even or this 8,600 area. So yeah, I mean, obviously if we do get over 9,200 and hold up there, then yeah, that's great. But as a risk reward trade though, taking shorts anywhere around between here and 9,200 with a stop at 9,300, but aiming for 8,600 isn't the worst risk reward trade that you could basically do. Yesterday's candle wasn't looking pretty good, wasn't looking very good. But yeah, I mean, we've got this clear range now, breaking the low of this candle, roughly, just under 9,000, low 8,900s. I think that will basically take us down to 8,600. 12-hour Stokes as well, looking like they're gonna struggle to tap this line, but we'll see. We'll see. But if they do start to turn down, I think that will be it. That will be curtains. That'll be curtains for Bitcoin. And on the daily Stokes as well, turning back up. So that's not bad. But I mean, we have got this trend line coming down. We'll get rid of this trend line. We have got this trend line on the daily. And I mean, realistically, can we get very high up before we touch that trend line and then get rejected? Not particularly. And then here's the worrisome one for me, this weekly Stokes. So yeah, so all in all, it is painting a pretty bearish picture. So there's your weekly 9 as well, painting a pretty bearish picture. But as it stands at the moment, we haven't broken down, and until we do break down, we are basically consolidating at highs. For a considerable period of weeks, which we haven't done. I don't think we've really consolidated at the local recent longer term weekly highs this long. Certainly since at some point before here, which I'm not going to go back and look at. But so obviously this does go back to 2017. So we haven't really sat at highs like this since before 2017. I mean, this doesn't really count. We got these highs and we never really got close again, on any sort of candle closure. But we've got a lot of candles closing roughly the same levels here, not far off. So I mean, it is looking bearish, but it isn't bearish until we actually confirm. I mean, that's trading though. Nothing is confirmed until it's confirmed. Do you know what I mean? You have to confirm. So we have to basically trade below and close below 8,600, below this level, for us then to be in a clear downtrend on the macro, and we basically will be shorting the market on bounces until we find some sort of a strong bottom. But yeah, like I said though, at the moment we are operating within this box, within this rectangle that we've got going on. So it is a case of are we gonna Are we going to basically take out the top or the bottom? I don't know if I can do this on the drawing tool. Obviously I can. Let's have a. I want a rectangle is what I want. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's this drawing tool here. Yeah, here's a rectangle. So realistically, this is kind of what we're looking at. Is basically this is what I'm looking at. I don't know if I can then shade this in or whatever. Or it is shaded in, I guess. We'll just move it off there a bit. Yeah. I think I may leave this drawn on. This is sort of basically what we're looking at. Price action wise. Let's just get the outsides of this a bit thicker. Do we want it thicker than that, or is it too thick? That will do, and then we'll just push it up to this box just for the sake of it being at that box. Yeah, so this is basically what we're kind of looking at. This is basically the level that we are in. Obviously we don't know how long this is going to go on for, so we'll extend it just a little bit more. But yeah, this is kind of what we're looking at really. We've got this zone. We need to get out of it. Where's the shading? Maybe we just want to do this a lighter shading. If we click on that, that's a shading, isn't it? Custom color, yeah, that'll do. Just a bit lighter. Yeah, so this is kind of what we're looking at really. This is their main structure. I mean, these are obviously structures within the structure, but this main structure is this box we've got going on here. So breaking out of above or below of that will basically confirm the next big move. So I mean, it's looking, well, we're just looking like we are coming down towards the bottom, but there is no real reason why we can't turn around here and move back up. But we'll have to see. Weekly Stokes aren't saying that is the likely scenario, and we are at the top of an up move, so we know how markets move. They just they go up and then they go down and then they go up again. So yeah, I mean, maybe we are going to wait. Maybe that does lean us to the downside. Descending channel could break upwards though, but realistically speaking though, we can get up to 10k again. We're still within this box. We're still playing out of this range, and yeah, we'll have to see what happens. So yeah, 4 hour Stokes, yes, like I said, 4 hour Stokes down. Daily Stokes turning up. 12 hour Stokes looking like they could if we stay around here, these looking like they're potentially going to turn at some point soon, so we've got to watch out for that as well, because that is my main one to look out for. So yeah, that's it guys today. So realistically, it's a case of getting back up with 9,200, getting supported there, and for a move potentially up to this 9,400, which could prove to be a very good short. Or we are just gonna not even manage that, break below basically yesterday's low, come down to 8,600, and then we gotta make decisions then how we're going to interact with this level, which is an important level. So right, that's it guys, thanks for listening, and yeah, I will speak to you guys later today.